Hi YouTube, this is your girl Simply Love. I'm here to do your monthly forecast for February 2017 for the sign of Cancer. How you Cancerans doing out there? So sorry for the delay, but I've been swamped with reading, so I'm doing these videos in between my readings. I usually like to have everybody's out all at the same time, but you know, with these readings and everything, I'm doing my best to get them out. I'm disgusted with myself, to tell you the truth, that they're not all out. Y'all know I like to get it all done and over with, but with these readings that's coming in here, I've been bombarded with, it's hard for me to do that. So I'm doing the best I can. Hopefully I'll have them all out today. Okay. So it's only the second, right? So it's still pretty good, right? You guys, you give me a thumbs up on that one, right? Still pretty good. Just a second. So let's get on with the reading so I can get to your second segment too, which is going to be me channeling in Prince and your ancestors, and they're going to give you some additional messages regarding about your ancestral background, where you come from, what you need to be doing, things of that nature. It's just a little talk, okay? So that's going to be after this video. You're going to be separate. I tried to do them together, but video edit wouldn't let me do it. Okay, so let's go on. Cancer. Okay, first I have for you is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. And we all know the Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving cat here, okay? They take their time to get where they're going to get. They have to think a lot. They have to do a lot of analyzing. They move very, very slow. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck, okay? The Knight of Pentacles. Let's see where the Knight of Pentacles, and that could be a earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, okay? They're coming in here, but they're moving very, very slow, and they're coming in here with the Ten of Cups saying, you know, I want a relationship, or I want marriage, I want commitment, I want the family thing going on, I want the whole 9 yards, I want happiness, and I want love with the Ten of Cups here, okay? They want the whole fantasy thing, okay, about love and commitment and relationship. For some of you, this could be about a marriage. You may be married to a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or their sun, moon, or rising. I'm reading for sun, moon, and rising signs as well, as you all know. All right? So, with that being said, next, for some of you Cancers, you got the Eight of Cups, where maybe somebody turned their back on you in this relationship, or maybe you turned your back on someone in this relationship. Maybe it's just, for some of you, maybe it's not over. Maybe it's just like somebody's maybe like separated. I call this the separation card too, because those cups in the back are still, you know, standing. So it could be somebody, some of you could be in a separation mode. If you're together with somebody, or if you're married to somebody, you could be separated from them and thinking things over. For some of you, it is over. You know what I'm saying? A marriage or relationship is over. You turned your back on this person, on this love thing here, okay? And with the King of Swords, that may be the reason why for some of you, the King or the Queen, you might have found something else that came into the picture. It could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra may have came into the picture. They look kind of shady there. They look like, in a love reading, I'm saying this guy could be a little shady or a little up to something, a little tricky here. You know, maybe they kind of contemplating something. It may be some type of ego situation. They know how to strategize too. They're very smart and intelligent, but sometimes they really think they know that they are. They can like be a little flamboyant about their actions. But somebody's walking away here, Cancer. Or somebody's just separated from someone. And with the Nine of Swords here, you know, that's anxieties and things like that. Somebody's can't sleep. Their anxiety, they're really torn over this situation that's going on. Can't sleep or nothing. Anxiety's taking over. And with the Ten of Pentacles, as you can see there, it's probably over someone else. Somebody left somebody for someone else, as I mentioned, and it could be this air sign dude here, or girl, just depends. So there's somebody that left it's got somebody that's, you know, hurt over a situation, over a loss. For some, like I said, just separation. For some, it is a loss. Somebody it was a long-term commitment with those cups still standing in the back, because that's showing the investment in the relationship. Okay. Then we're going to move on to the Ace of Wands, where it could have been a sexual relationship with this third party. You know, all about seduction and seducing another person outside of the marriage or relationship. Okay. All about sex and things like that. Passion driven, sexual driven, some kind of connection that made this person go outside of, maybe the sex life wasn't that great with you, or you not that great sexual with someone else, or this partner that you were with, or marriage for some of you. It does show the sun though, like there's something good in this. In certain situation, there's something good with the sun card, like somebody feeling good about this whole situation. Somebody, whoever left the situation, feels good about moving on to someone else. Because, you know, that's what the sun is all about. It's about happiness and joy, okay, in something. And feeling warm and good about something. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it's showing whoever left who in this new relationship is really growing. Okay, it's the card of growth, nurturing, you know, making things grow. And with Judgment here, right next to it, is saying, you know, that's a wake-up call. That's the karma card too. So there's some karma or some wake-up call here, like wake up, smell the roses, okay, for somebody that, you know, sitting on top of here is that, you know, there is a third party, and somebody's left somebody for another partner. Boy, this stuff is coming up heavy in a lot of signs in February. So what's up next is the Seven of Pentacles, okay, which means that, you know, it could mean fertility for some, you know, it could be a pregnancy or something like that out there. I'm also feeling, that's what I'm hearing, and I'm feeling like, you know, whatever this is has been, you know, time consuming. It took some time to get to this situation. And for it to grow and develop into something. And with the Magician at the end, it was all about, you know, somebody having all the tools necessary to move forward, you know, to do what they want to do. Somebody had all the tools necessary, or, you know, for some of you, you're just prepared for this, you know, it was something that you prepared yourself for. Some of you is from someone from your past, someone you used to date or deal with. Some of you, is just a long-term relationship where somebody came in and they wanted to offer you love and affection, attention, marriage, commitment, family life, but it meant for some of you it got turned down, okay, or the promise wasn't fulfilled for someone. For some of you, it was just a separation of a long-term relationship or a marriage commitment while they think about some things. For some of you, it is a loss, and they're thinking about this Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra person who may have stepped in the picture or has something to do with this situation, because they are causing Cancer some problems, or Cancer, you're causing them some problems with like some anxieties where they can't sleep, or, you know, and they're all up in their head, okay, anxieties, things of that nature, because of a third party involved, okay, finding out there was someone else. And like I said, for some it was a sexual attraction, or there was some seduction going on here. But somebody liked it, okay, with the sun here. It made them happy, okay. And there's some growth there as well. So for some of y'all, I'm feeling like there was a failed relationship or marriage here that or there was some promises of a relationship, and somebody bailed out or was disappointed behind it, and it didn't follow through, okay. For some of you, you were married to someone, and Things just didn't work out. Point blank, a third party broke in and took over the whole relationship, and it came to an end. But there is somebody suffering some karma here, or it was just a wake-up call for somebody. For some of you, you were dating somebody or going out with somebody who was already committed in a relationship or a marriage, and it didn't work out. So karma is coming to bite the ass up, okay? And in some of you, it was because it was a trick. Somebody was telling some things or lying about some things about growing and growing together and being together and all that. Come to find out, you may have found out that they were married or already taken. And it disappointed some of you Cancers. Or switch it around, Cancer. It could have been somebody doing this to you as well, okay? There's some disappointments here in love, okay? Breakups and things like that, triangle relationships, stuff like that. Of course, at the bottom of the deck is the Moon card, which meaning, something hidden, which we know what it is. This is going on in February. If it hasn't done for some of you already, this is coming. So be prepared and be careful, okay? No, you know now. It's the moon is illuminated. Whatever's hidden here, you'll be able to see it. And maybe you can avoid some of this stuff. Whoever this is trying to play you with this, I love you stuff and I'm going to be with you. They could be married with some children and a family, or they could be, or it could be someone, in a relationship with someone and it's a marriage and they walk away or separate yourselves from each other for thinking about somebody else or thinking about whether this is worth your time or day. And then some of you are going to find out it's a third party after a separation, and then it's going to end because somebody's going to move on with the Sun card being here and growing. Maybe this is self-growth too. It could be self-growth but being in a relationship. So it could be some type of self-growth after leaving a relationship, and seeing the like wake up call. This is also like a healing type of card too, like standing up for yourself and all this, and seeing the light, waking up out of your slumber if you're sleeping about something, and this could, you see things clearly now, and now you want to kind of grow or, get out on your own. For some of you, you might just want to, go in alone and use all the tools necessary, or just don't get tricked again, okay, with the moon being at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Cancer. Wait for the next segment of where I'm going to channel in the prince and your ancestors and tell you the additional message they had there. It's just a chit chat. Okay, hope to see you there. Take care. Bye-bye.